All right, so Tron, right? It's got people talking, got that buzz. But is it really going to be the future of how we do entertainment? Or is it just another one of those crypto things that comes and goes? We're diving deep into it today. We've got the Tron Whitepaper, some tech analysis, all that good stuff, and we're here to break it down.
The exciting part about Tron, you see, is it's not just about like making another cryptocurrency. It's about taking that cryptocurrency and totally flipping the script on how we experience entertainment, how we interact with it.
Yeah, it's like they're building a whole new internet. But this one's just for fun, right? And they've even got a roadmap for how it's all supposed to work. Their white paper talks about this decentralized entertainment ecosystem. Social media, gambling, gaming, even file sharing, all running on Tron.
And it's not just talk either. They've really thought about the tech side of it. They've got this three-layered architecture they describe. So you've got your social media apps, your games, all that at the top. Then the core blockchain platform in the middle, holding it all together. And then underneath it all is this distributed storage system.
Okay, so the vision is there, but what about actually building this thing? They do mention some tech that's already out there. We're talking DHT networks, BitTorrent, even Kafka and Raft for consensus. So are they just reinventing the wheel? Or are they smart about using what's already out there?
Honestly, it's kind of both. Take their P2P network, for example. That's how users are going to be sharing content, interacting with each other. They got their inspiration from something called Kademlia. It's like a map for finding your way around in a decentralized system.
Yeah.
But get this, they added this really cool thing for user privacy.
Okay, now we got to talk about that because privacy is a big deal these days, right?
Huge. So imagine you want to send a message in a crowded room,
Yeah.
right? But you don't want everyone knowing who it's from. That's kind of what Treon's doing with their network.
Yeah.
They got this system where mentions, like if someone comments on your post, they get sent to a hidden address. You get the notification, but your name isn't plastered all over the place.
Sneaky. I like it. Okay, but how can it handle everyone doing all this stuff at the same time? They say they can do 1,500 transactions every second. That's wild. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they can't even imagine that.
That's the beauty of their proof-of-stake system. So instead of needing tons of energy to mine new blocks, the people who own the currency vote on which transactions go through. It's faster, way more efficient, and it avoids those blockchain splits that slow everything down. But it's not just about speed. Security is a big deal, too. They're using something called Lamport signatures. It's supposed to make their transactions super secure, even against quantum computers, which is crazy.
Quantum computers. Okay, now that sounds serious.
It is. Even Bitcoin and Ethereum are still trying to figure out how to deal with those. The fact that Tron's already thinking about it is pretty impressive.
Okay, so it sounds like they're ticking the boxes on the tech side. But you were saying earlier, this is more than just a tech upgrade, right? They want to change how we experience entertainment. What does that even mean?
Think about it this way. Right now, we're stuck in all these little islands of data. Every app, every platform wants your info. It's a pain. Tron wants a world where your data, your reputation, all of that follows you, all across their ecosystem. It's like a universal passport for entertainment.
So no more juggling a million different accounts and passwords. That alone would be huge. And speaking of big, I was really interested in their focus on the Asian Pacific market. They've even got Paywo on board, that huge live streaming app. Are they on to something by focusing on that part of the world?
You're picking up on something really important there. The examples they give, like dating apps, gaming platforms, even their file sharing idea, it all lines up with how entertainment already works over there. It's like they're not just building on what's already there, they're setting up the foundation for a whole new digital economy for entertainment.
Okay, so we've got this vision of a decentralized entertainment utopia, all powered by TRX. But how does it actually work? They're talking about a pretty big shift.
It is, yeah, a big shift. So picture this. TRX, right? It's their cryptocurrency. It's like the engine that drives the whole thing, the whole Tron ecosystem. And users, they can earn TRX by being a part of it all, like creating content, even doing little tasks in these apps.
So instead of just getting likes on your cat video, you're getting paid in TRX.
Exactly. Except we're not just talking cat videos here. It's about being rewarded for the time you put in, for engaging with these entertainment platforms, like getting tipped in TRX for an awesome live stream or using it to unlock special features in your favorite game.
Okay, I can see how that could add up. And because it's all on the blockchain, you've got that transparency, and the security. But what about the creators? The ones actually building these apps and platforms, where do they fit in?
That's where it gets really cool. Tion, they've got this thing called decentralized content distribution. It basically cuts out the middleman, you see. Creators can use these things called smart contracts to set their own rules, like how people can access their stuff, share it, even how they make money from it.
So, no more crazy platform fees, no more strict content rules. That sounds pretty good for creators, especially those who haven't had the best time with the traditional entertainment industry, you know.
Exactly. And it opens up so many new ways to fund creative projects. Yeah. Like, imagine fans directly investing in a new game or a film using TRX. It could completely change how entertainment gets made.
This is all sounding pretty ideal, but we're going deep here. Right? So, we got to talk about the downsides. There's always downsides.
Of course, yeah. Every new thing has its challenges. One of the big ones for Tron is scalability.
Right, because they're aiming for what? Millions of users? Billions?
Hmm.
Can their blockchain handle all that without becoming like a digital traffic jam?
That's the million, no, billion TRX question, right?
Right.
They say their consensus mechanism can handle it, but we'll have to see. Getting everyone to actually use it, that's the real test. And then there's a whole regulation thing. Crypto and blockchain, they're still trying to figure out all the rules and regulations
It's
everywhere.
like the Wild West out there.
For real, Tehran's success depends a lot on how well they navigate all that. And we can't forget about the human factor. Even with amazing tech, it all comes down to people actually using it. The creators and the consumers, they both got to be on board.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about changing how people think, how they behave. Think they're ready for that, ready to ditch the old ways and jump headfirst into this decentralized future. It's a gamble for sure, but that's what's so interesting about Tehran, right? They're not just trying to make what we have a little better. They want to blow up the whole entertainment industry and start over.
And that's what we have to remember when we're looking at something like this.
Yeah.
It's easy to get lost in the tech stuff or get caught up in the excitement, but really it's about seeing what's possible, pushing the limits.
It's like the Wild West of entertainment, right?
Totally. Full of potential, but also a lot of unknowns.
So where does that leave us? We've talked about the tech, the big vision, the potential problems. What's the verdict on Tron?
Oh, if it were only that simple. There's no crystal ball here. The technology is definitely impressive. They're not messing around with their goals.
Mm.
But whether Tron actually makes it depends on so many things.
Like, will people actually use it? Will governments get on board? And can they actually do everything they're promising?
Exactly. And don't forget about the competition. The entertainment industry is tough. Tron's going up against some big players, companies with tons of money, and millions of users already hooked.
It's David versus Goliath. But in this story, David's got a blockchain and a mountain of TRX.
Laughs. That's
Yeah.
one way to put it. And hey, David won that fight.
No.
Sometimes a little innovation, a little shakeup is all it takes, even against the biggest giants.
Well, we didn't get any easy answers today, but a lot to think about. So, to everyone listening, here's something to chew on. Imagine, just for a second, that Trion actually pulls it off. They build that decentralized entertainment world they've been talking about. What's your place in that world? Are you a creator, sharing your work and reaping the rewards? Are you a fan, exploring all these new ways to have fun? Or maybe, just maybe, you're a little bit of both. The future is being written right now, and you might just have a hand in writing it. Until next time, happy diving.